Hey all, good evening and welcome to Pro Billionaire. It's a weekend. Yes, since last couple of days I'm in rampant mode where I'm releasing a lot of videos. The reason being that again next week I'm going to be very busy. So probably Monday till Friday, I don't know if I will be able to bring you any videos. So this is one video where I'm going to show you how you can use indicators to your benefit. Right? In trading, most of the traders would love an indicator. Now, even if I tell these are Camarilla pivots, S3 is buying, R3 is selling, and use ATMA for maximum trend, when you see the whipsaws up and down below 8 EMA, sorry, 5 EMA, I beg your pardon, it's 5 EMA, you won't get more confidence, right? So you want something to ride the wave, something which gives more confidence, something which gives you secondary assurance that, okay, I'm going to enter here. Now, this is for folks who loves indicators. And today I'm going to bring you a fantastic video about SuperTrend. Everybody knows how SuperTrend works. I'm not going to get into the details of SuperTrend. I just want to make it as short and as detailed as possible. Now, first, for all the newcomers, if you're watching a video first, please do subscribe, share, and like. And even if it's a criticism, constructive criticism, please do share your comments so that we can bring you more valuable videos, keeping your interest in view. Now, this is Camarilla pivots. R3, S3, R1, R2, S1, S2, I have removed it. The reason being that this is how exactly a Camarilla pivot needs to be used. S3 is a selling zone, R3 is a buying zone. R4 below is a selling zone, S4 above is a buying zone. That's the reason these are in green, right? These are in red. Now above R4, it's a breakout, below S4 is a breakout, and the last level of resistance would be H5 and L5. If a price opens closer to S4 and breaks L5, it's in a free fall, right? This is how you need to understand. There's a dedicated video made on Camarilla pivots you need to identify. Now, keeping this in view, now understand that, okay, this is Bank Nifty, okay? I mean, this works in any market. Now I'm going to apply the default super trend. Now 5 EMA is giving whipsaws. You know, 5 EMA, I have shot another video for our YouTube audience. 5 EMA is a very strong momentum EMA where one can follow 5 EMA in a sharp fall or uptrend. See this one. I'll just close super trend. This is the 5 EMA, the blue line. Now you will be exiting wherever a candle closes below 5 EMA. Now several times market comes below 5 EMA but closes above. Some people use 8 EMA. It is up to your choice. But the strongest momentum, if you are a breakout trader, so you want to capture the maximum breakout, 5 EMA is the best moving averages which you can use. Now, even with this 5 EMA, say here, for example, market is sharply falling down, but there are several candles which are closing above 5 EMA, which might be confusing for you, right? Say for here, going up, comes down, if somewhere it closes below, then it keeps moving up, up, up. Now, how do you identify this? Now, this is a super trend, the default settings. I'm going to take this example of 15th February. The candle is closing below 5 EMA where you will exit, but super trend is still indicating green. But look at the gap between the price and the super trend. It is quite vast. Now, suppose if you are trading in options, the super trend stop loss can eat all your profits, right? So my advice or strategy which I use, which is very close to 5 EMA, but better than 5 EMA, is when you go to the settings of super trend, make the ATR length into 3 and the factor into 1. This will smooth out the super trend, which will be very closer to the price. Not only that, what you can also see here is, I mean, of course, your stop loss will be based on 5 minutes, right? So let me expand this so that you can understand. When prices are going, now I'm going to close 5 EMA. Or see this 5 EMA. Prices comes below, but the super trend line, this itself, see here, will act as resistance. Now, watch this one. Now, this will be the key factor for you in trading and keeping your stop loss. You have a reversal pin bar here, a small reversal pin bar. Next candle goes down, but if it is a 5 EMA, you might be shit scared because it's coming below 5 EMA, where it's eating around 10 to 20 points when volatility is high, right? But when you keep this super trend of 3 on 1 factor, the super trend bottom line will be acting as a support. Likewise, in an uptrend, watch here, it will be acting as a resistance several times. Some candles may go out, but you still have to wait for 5 minutes to close, right? See here, this will give you a better direction where you can confidently hold the trade. See here, it's holding, the support is holding. The candle is not closing below. Now, irrespective of pivots, you can identify a strong trend using this super trend. Now, what if this is between R3 and S3? Now, you know that R3 and S3, and I'm not using this super trend with float pivots where you have CPR, R1, CPR, CPR, S1, because the CPR will be coming somewhere in between, which will confuse you. So this super trend works best with Camarilla pivots, and it can make you tons and tons of money with Bank Nifty options. Now, before I forget, R3 and S3, you know R3 is a selling, S3 is a buying. Now, if the price is opening in between, what does that mean? No matter whether you use EMA, moving average, super trend, RSI, stochastic, whatever indicators you have in the world, it is just a sideways market, right? It is just a sideways market. You can still take a probability trade, but with risk. What you need to do here is, in this situation, you have to wait until the price comes down to buying zone or selling zone, where you can take a probability trade. But if you want to track a trend, the way it works with any indicator is identifying the buying and selling zone. So I have taught a separate video how to identify buying and selling zone. So let's identify S3 is a buying zone, right? So you can either take a blind trade here or wait for this high to be broken, right? This is one top. This top is getting broken here. So you know, after this brief sideways move, this top is getting broken here. So you have a high probability of market going higher, which is indicated by super trend. Price comes down, take support and scalp point. So if it is in between R3 and S3, super trend may not work because it is a sideways market. As a beginner, you need to understand what is trending market, what is sideways market. But still you can utilize the super trend based on the pivot understanding, because this is a buying zone, this is a selling zone. See, near buying zone, it always buys. Near selling zone, it always goes to sell mode. You can identify R3 above, it's a breakout because R3 below is selling. R4 above, it's a breakout. So you can use this super trend to keep on going. See, even here, market going sideways, the candle never closed below super trend because the super trend itself is acting as a support. Now, this is a fantastic trading instrument which I've been using for last couple of years. But although now I moved into completely pure price action, but if you are confused using any moving averages, this is the best possible super trend you can use. Now see here, it is below S5, which is in free fall, but market goes sideways. I have also released a video of the importance of a first 15 minutes and how to identify the trend. Now, if you wait based on all my videos, the first 15 minutes is broken here. breaks here, hits your stop loss, comes, breaks. Follow super trend till the end of the day you have money, because the 5 minutes candle never closed above super trend. The initial balance never broke. Now this is something where market is sideways, below S4 is selling. You can follow super trend and exit. Above S4 is buying. Now your losses will be minimal. See here, here itself super trend with this 5 minutes candle is closing. It will be break even or a minimal loss. So you need to understand that 60% of the time market will be in sideways and 30% of the time it will be in breakout. See here, comes above R3, big candle comes closer. Even if you're scared, you know R3 is a buying zone and super trend is acting as a support. You know immediately even above R3 you can buy because this is a pin bar and you can continue here. Above R5 comes down, you can exit. So this is a fantastic tool to even for scalping in small time frame. And I just wanted to bring something for indicator lovers, how you can trade. But the prerequisite for this indicator is understanding the pivots. So there is something which in Bro Billionaire, how you can understand these pivots. There are detailed videos. If you watch all the videos by Raghav, you will yourself start a trading institute. But there is something called as introduction to Camarilla pivots. You can watch that. I don't want to waste your time because YouTube is taking time, but I expect you to practice this. I have used this and I'm sure you're going to make money based on the pivot understanding, not just a super trend. My whole and soul of trading is pivot. Now below S4 is a breakout. I would like to enter here, scalp, go for trend, whatever it is. Once the super trend above, it becomes green, I exit. My stop loss is very minimal. I want you to mature as a trader while you use indicators, and hope you like this video. Do subscribe, like, and do watch all the videos based on pivot so that you can become a master in trading and start your own journey in trading, making big money and sharing your experience like me with all the traders. Thank you so much. Have a good day.